In the heart of Andalusia, there's a string of villages that feel untouched by time. So I called the one person I knew would love wandering these cobbled streets as much as I do, my mom.
That's amazing.
The plan was simple: a small car, 2 big personalities, and a week to see where the road would take us. This is travel at its best, with an itinerary intentionally curated to capture beauty, destinations that tickle all of your senses, and a journey that encourages you to savor every moment. I hope you enjoy this visual diary of slow moments and small wonders.
Nou, ik ben er hoor. Now, let's go.
So the plan is, there are so many different beautiful little...
Excuse me.
So the plan is, there are so many beautiful tiny villages and places in the mountains of Andalusia, which you couldn't really reach quite easily with buses or trains. So we're gonna do a road trip.
I'm
Have you
ready.
zin in?
Ja, ik heb er zin in. Let's go, do it.
Okay, vamos.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know.
So here you can see which hikes you can do in the area. There's the La Virgencita, Tres Picos, and Tajo Negro. Yeah, and these are all the mountains. Looks really beautiful, especially this one with the sunset or sunrise. Wow. But unfortunately we're just here for a few hours, so we won't be able to do these hikes. I think my mom's actually quite happy with that. She just told me, oh my gosh, that looks quite steep. Do we have to walk all the way up? I was like, yes. So no actual hiking today, but yeah, we're gonna hike up into the city now. So let's see what's on offer in Ojén. It's quite steep already. We literally just left the parking space.
Jumping from cliffs so high,
Oh, but this looks nice.
trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down.
So many of these pink flowers, beautiful.
Start from the ground. And I really wanna know. If I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my...
We made it all the way up to Coto Las Canteras. I have to say though, it's a bit underwhelming, the view, compared to the view we had from the city itself. You just basically walk up here from the street and then, yeah, this is what you're met with. It's nice though, having this little framing of the cave itself. But yeah, like I said, the other view was way better. But it's been a first nice stop of this road trip. I think we're just gonna head back down and move on to our next destination. Now in our midway point for today, and we just had some lunch, and now we've climbed to the top yet again of the city, and this view is really worth it. Literally a 360 view, and then also the city sprawling out. Crazy how far you can see. It's like mountains and mountains and mountains.
World anymore. Run away, I might just run away. I might just leave it all behind and find another day. Thought it through, good God, I thought it through. And there ain't nothing that I got I ain't willing to lose.
After a long day on the road, we settle into our Airbnb. Windows open to the evening air, the sky fading to pink above the city below. We fall asleep as the sun slips behind the hilltop, ready to rise early for a very special place awaiting us tomorrow. This building right behind me is Coto Las Canteras. Now you might think by the looks of it, it's a super important building, a temple or whatever. It's actually a quarry, and it's been in use ever since the Roman times. They built their housing, their aqueduct, all with the limestone cut from this piece of rock basically. This practice continued, and they even used it in the 18th century to build the Giralda Tower in Sevilla. And when the demand for stone extraction declined, they asked a local artist from Osuna to make the facade look like this and also make decorations on the inside, because right now it's used as an auditorium, so there's concerts, there's performances, and yeah, with the outside looking like this, it's no wonder that it's also known as the Petra of Spain. We have arrived in Osuna, and we just realized that because it's a Monday, everything is closed. Literally there's nothing open right now. Maybe 2 restaurants, so we're just gonna wander around town and yeah, get some lunch. Actually, the wandering around town is one reason why I wanted to come to this city, because according to UNESCO, it's one of the most beautiful streets in Europe. It's actually the one that we are in now, where our hotel is located. So the wandering around town part is what we were planning to do anyway. But yeah, huge tip for when you're traveling Andalusia. I'm not sure for the entire country of Spain, but at least in the south of Spain, Mondays are the new Sundays. Because thinking of it now, even in Malaga, a lot of museums and tourist attractions were closed on Monday. After lunch, we strolled through the quiet streets. Osuna is one of those towns that feels frozen in time, elegant, sun-drenched, and steeped in history. Once a noble stronghold, its grand palaces and sandstone churches still whisper stories of that glorious past. But beyond its history, Osuna has a calm, authentic rhythm, the kind that invites you to slow down and simply wonder. Found a little plaza lined with lavender-colored trees. The air was filled with their scent, warm and sweet, as we sat on a bench to share some ice cream. Around us, life unfolded gently. Abuelitos chatting in the shade, little girls playing with their mom's flamenco instruments, their laughter echoing down the cobbled streets. I'm not sure if this comes across on video, but these cars, they're parked like this, you know? Super steep, wow. You're done with class, walk outside, and you've got this view. Such a different life. So when I booked this hotel, I actually didn't know it was that fancy, and I've also come to learn today that apparently when the Game of Thrones crew was filming here in the bullring of Osuna, they all stayed here in this hotel. The facade of this hotel, it's one of the most beautiful examples of Spanish Baroque architecture, so that's just the thing people come to look at, and we're staying here. But also on the inside, it's super fancy. Like, you have these old walls, all the decorations, like it's all still original of what the palace looked like back in the day. We stopped by the Museum of Osuna, where one exhibition in particular caught my attention: Grados y limpieza de sangre, a system that emerged after the Reconquista, where noble families had to prove their purity of blood, their Christian ancestry, to hold power or privilege. A somewhat unsettling glimpse into how society works around here. On a lighter note, there was also an entire section dedicated to Game of Thrones. We packed up our little Fiat once more and took off to our next destination. Now, our choice of vehicle, perfect for squeezing through narrow village streets, less optimal for Spain's endless hills. There were moments that little engine fought for its life, and we just laughed as everyone flew past us. Yet, the wheels kept spinning, carrying us onwards all the way to the province of endless olive groves, Jaén. We just stopped on the side of the road because we spotted snow! Look, the Sierra Nevada! Oh, this is so weird because we're here in the burning sun, and then wildflowers, the snow. Seeing as we had entered the olive region of Andalusia, we stopped along the way for a typical Andalusian breakfast. So yesterday we saw someone do this. And I mean, I guess they know best because they grew up with it. So now we're gonna try the typical Andalusian breakfast, which is tostada with tomate and then aceite. It's simple, but it's super nice, especially because of the olive oil. It really makes it, I don't know, it gives it an extra touch of flavor, and it's, I mean, of course it's a tostada, so it's like toasted bread, but now it gets some of that crispiness with the moisture of the salsa and the aceite. I like it.
Goed hoor. Goed om die dag mee te beginnen.
We spent a couple of days exploring this region, stayed in the cutest little Airbnb, and dove into the world of olive oil. But that will be next week's vlog, so stay tuned for that.
El mejor aceite del mundo.
After our time in the province of Jaén, we slowly made our way back south again, to a place perched on a hilltop with whitewashed houses cascading down its slope and a church crowning its peak. We stopped at the Mirador along the way because look at where we're staying tonight. This view was once chosen by National Geographic as one of the most beautiful in the world, earning it a place on their magazine cover and inspiring the statue that frames it exactly like that iconic shot. We sat down for lunch before checking into our Airbnb, which hands down had the most amazing view of this entire trip. Oh wow! What's cool about Montefrío is that it's home to the only round church in Spain, and from here we had the perfect view of it. The next morning we headed to the lakeside village of Iznajár, a place famous for its plaza, which many say is the most beautiful in all of Andalusia. What a way to start the day. I mean, you can already see it from the walk up. That must be one of the most beautiful patios I've ever seen, and that's saying something, because I've been to the Cordovan Festival de los Patios. I've seen a lot of beautiful patios, but this one blew me away. Wat vond je ervan?
Ja, hele mooie plaats. Amazing.
Amazing.
Very special.
We then made a loop through the rest of town, which is super cute as well. It has lots of hand-painted tiles and colorful flowers, even crocheted ones. We're now in a castle, which is what I'm told the town got its name from, because the Moors call the castle Iznajár, which sort of translates to Cherry Castle, and yeah, then it got transformed into Iznajár, that the town is called today. Time to drive back south again, to Mijas. But first, we stopped at another special place nearby. This is the Colomares monument. It looks like it could have been designed by Gaudi, but was actually dreamt up by a Spanish doctor named Esteban Martín, who had a deep admiration for Christopher Columbus and felt that Spain had never properly honored him for his achievements. Every part of Colomares tells a chapter of Spain's history. There are different design styles and symbols honoring the various religions and cultures that shaped Spain, and parts of the monument are shaped like the ships of Columbus's first voyage, a truly one-of-a-kind type of storytelling through stone. Then it was time for Mijas, which is one of Andalusia's most beloved white villages. Here, color spills from every balcony and flower pot, standing out against the white streets. But the sight I loved most was this teeny tiny chapel carved straight into the rock of the mountain that Mijas rests upon. They say the Virgin Mary appeared here, revealing a statue of her that was lost for centuries. When it was found, the villagers built this chapel in her honor, and she's been a protector and patron saint of Mijas ever since. We then made our way to the final stop of our road trip, something a little different from everything we'd seen before, as this village was nestled by the sea. We've just checked into our place and look at how amazing it looks. It looks so airy and bright, also the tiles so lovely. We're having a view of the street that we just came through. Actually, we're gonna head straight back out because we just saw that in front of the church, just around the corner, there's a party happening. As I've come to know, in Andalusia, basically the months of April and May are full of festivals, ferias, fiestas. Apparently tonight they're having the same party here in Estepona as they had a week ago in Córdoba. It's the Fiesta de las Cruces, and basically every church has their own big cross made of flowers. There's actually a panel of judges who are coming to judge who has the most beautiful cross, and then yeah, there's like performances happening, people drinking, partying on the streets. So yeah, we're gonna check that out because it's literally right around the corner from a hostel. Let me give you a quick tour. So this is our room. We're having a private room, of course, but I've seen photos of the dormitories and they look pretty amazing as well. Basically same style, but then yeah, with dorm beds. And if we go over here we have the bathroom, shower, toilet, and the room again. What do you think?
Yeah, I want to go to the party.
See, now I know where I get it from. Let's go. Leaving the party on the plaza, I noticed that Estepona really felt different from the other towns. There was a softness, a gentleness, a sense of ease. The air carried that healing scent of salt and waves, growing stronger as we followed the ocean's whisper through the cobblestone streets, leading us to the boulevard. There was something about it that reminded me of Greece, that same Mediterranean magic, that easygoing coastal rhythm of life. And with the coastal rhythm of life comes coastal cuisine. So, we made it to a chiringuito, a seaside restaurant. Back in the day, these were really just a few tables on the sand under a makeshift roof, freshly caught fish, grilling on charcoal in an old fishing boat that had been filled with sand. Nowadays, things are a bit more sophisticated, but the fishing boat barbecues are still there. And of course, we wanted to try it out. Apparently the thing to get when you go to chiringuito are the sardines, and they look delicious. We both just haven't really eaten them before, so we're sort of trying to figure out how to get them without too many of the bones.
Huid eraf.
Oh yeah.
En dan kan je het er zo afschrapen.
Lekker hè? For some reason I thought it would be really salty, but yeah, they're just salty enough, you know? Mm. Wow, look at this. It looks so beautiful. It's like art. It's still alive. Okay, test this, yeah?
Ja. Oh, lekker hè? Ik had niet verwacht hoor.
Wow, this is unlike any squid that I've ever eaten. It's super tender. So it comes on some sort of mashed potato mixture.
Lekker?
You guys, this is insane. I mean, normally you think of squid as this gooey, like weird texture with not that much taste. But this, wow, it's amazing. Echt heel lekker.
Ja.
Ja, nu snap ik wel dat mensen zeggen, oh ja, ik zou het echt elke dag kunnen eten.
Ja.
Wauw.